Hello dear children, today we are going to solve the numericals from chapter number 12, electricity. So here we go. A piece of wire of resistance R is cut into 5 equal parts. These parts are then connected in parallel. If the equivalent resistance of this combination is R dash, then the ratio of R to R dash is. And for this we are given some choices. These are the choices given to you. You have to find the correct option from the given choices. Now read the question carefully. There is a wire and the resistance of the wire is given to us as R. Now this wire is divided into 5 equal parts. So the wire is cut and 5 equal parts are made like this. Now if the resistance of the wire is R and the wire is divided into 5 equal parts, then each part is equal to 1/5 of the total resistance. That is 1/5 of total resistance is R. So R upon 5. So this thing is very important, that the resistance of the wire is given to us as R, and when we divide it into 5 equal parts, each part has value R upon 5. After that they said these parts are then connected in parallel. So you all are aware, how do we connect the resistors in parallel? In parallel the combination looks like this, one below the other 5 resistors, and all the resistors are joined to the 2 common points. So they are connected in parallel. Now we have to find the equivalent resistance of these 5 resistors connected in parallel. And what is our formula for that? It is 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3 plus 1 upon R4 plus 1 upon R5. But here we will not use Rp because we are given that the equivalent resistance is R dash. So 1 upon R dash. But what is the value of R1, R2, R3, R4 and R5 for us? Every resistance has the value R upon 5. Right? Let us substitute that. So 1 upon R dash is equal to 1 upon R upon 5 plus 1 upon R upon 5. And this way you will substitute the values in all the 5 resistors. Now reverse the ratio. When you reverse the ratio, what did you get? 1 upon R dash is equal to 5 upon R plus 5 upon R plus 5 upon R plus 5 upon R plus 5 upon R. Add it. After adding it, you get 1 upon R dash is equal to 25 upon R. So from this what we get? R dash, reverse the ratio once again, R dash is equal to R upon 25. But what is asked to us? We are asked the ratio R upon R dash is equal to what? So let's just change the terms. R upon R dash is equal to R upon R by 25. So R upon R dash is equal to 25 R upon R. Cancel this R and we are left with R upon R dash is equal to 25. Children, the question is for multiple choice, and just see even for multiple choice how much you have to solve to get the answer. So nothing is simple. You have to actually sit with pencil and a paper when you solve the numericals, which are in the form of multiple choice questions. You have to solve and then check the correct option. So in the option this answer is there, which is the correct option. Let's move to the next sum. An electric bulb is rated 220 volt and 100 watt. When it is operated on 110 volts, the power consumed will be dash, and again you are given options. These are the options: 100 watt, 75 watt, 50 watt, 25 watt. What is the answer? Now see, sometimes if you cannot figure out what is given to you, have a look at the units. 220 volt means potential difference is given. 100 watt, what is SI unit of power? So power is given. Now when it is operated on 110 volt, how much will be the power consumed? Now since it is an electric bulb, the resistance of the bulb in both the cases, it may be 220 volt or 100 volt potential difference, the resistance will not change. It will remain the same. Tungsten filament in the bulb and it has specified resistance. So what will we do? We will first find out the resistance of the bulb. Alright. So we are given potential difference as 220 volt, power as 100 watt. So let's find out the resistance. For that we will make use of the formula P is equal to VI. Now check out, is I given to you? We are not given the current. So what will we do? We will make use of Ohm's law. And according to Ohm's law, I is equal to V upon R. So we will substitute that. We will get P is equal to V square upon R. So change the formula to R. R is equal to V square upon P. We have the values 220 the whole square upon 100. 220 into 220 upon 100. Cancel out these zeros. So you are left with 484 ohms. So the resistance of the bulb is 484. Now we have to find out, if you change the potential difference to 110 volt, how much will be the power? Now we have the value of V, we have the value of R. We can find out power by using the same formula. So let's do that. So when the potential difference is 110, P dash is equal to V square upon R. Same formula we are using, P is equal to V into I. In place of I, we are substituting V upon R. So the formula changes to V square upon R. So now by using the new voltage, that is 110 the whole square, resistance of the bulb we have calculated now 484. This resistance will be for 220 volt also, and this is for 110 volts also. So 110 into 110 upon 484, 12100 upon 484. You can cancel this by 11. 11 4s are 44, again 11 4s are, and you can cancel the numerator also by 11. After doing so, we'll get 1100 upon 44. Then again reduce it to lower term, you get 100 upon 4, and 100 upon 4 is 25 watt. So if you give the potential difference of 110 volts, the power consumed is 25 watt. And earlier what it was given, if the potential difference is 220 volts, then the power consumed is 100 watt. So as you reduce the potential difference, the power consumed is reduced. Alright. So again just see, though it is a multiple choice question, pretty lengthy, so you have to actually solve for all the numericals and find the correct answer. Actually these are a little bit difficulty level numericals. Usually when it is given for the final exam, board exam, they give the simple ones. But yeah, it is also not very difficult, but you need to think and answer. That's true. Moving ahead to the next sum. Two conducting wires of the same material and of equal lengths and equal diameters are first connected in series and then in parallel in the circuit across the same potential difference. The ratio of heat produced in series and parallel combination would be, look at this, there are two wires. Two wires will have some resistance. Both the wires, first they are connected in series, then they are connected in parallel, and the potential difference across the combination is constant in both the cases. What are we asked? The ratio of heat produced in series and parallel combination. The moment you read this word heat produced, the formula should quickly come in your mind. H is equal to I square RT. And then later on we can work on the sum. For this also options are given. The ratio would be 4 options. You have to select the correct option. So let's start one by one. Let's first think about series combination. Two wires in series combination will look like this. Let's consider that the resistance of the two wires is R and R, both are connected in series, end to end they are connected. So its total resistance would be RS is equal to R1 plus R2. R1 is R, R2 is R we have taken, so it is 2R. Alright, let's think about the parallel combination. If the wires are connected in parallel combination, how do they look like? They look like this, one below the other joined between the 2 points. What will be its equivalent resistance? 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. But what is R1 and R2 we have taken? We have taken that as R. So 1 upon R plus 1 upon R, that is 1 upon Rp is equal to 2 upon R. Reverse the ratio. So Rp is equal to R upon 2. So now we have got resistance for series and resistance for parallel. But what we have to find out? We have to find out the heat produced in series combination and parallel combination. So we know that potential difference in both the cases is the same. We will consider that potential difference as V, and let's consider that the time taken in both the cases is also same, that is also T. Our formula for heat generated is H is equal to I square RT. So let's make the use of this formula and see what we all can substitute. You all are aware, according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. So I is equal to V upon R. We will substitute this in the formula because you should make out, children, that in the formula we are not given current anywhere. We are given the potential difference. So our formula should be with potential difference V. So in place of I, we will substitute V upon R. So the formula changes to H is equal to V square upon R into RT. So what we will get? V square upon R into T. 1 R you will cancel. So we got this. Now we have to find out heat generated in series and parallel and its ratio. So in series, we will consider the heat generated as HS, heat in series. According to the formula which we have made, let's write down V square upon R will be the total resistance in series into T. And we have calculated total resistance in series as 2R. So V square upon 2R into T. So HS is equal to V square T upon 2R. This is heat generated in series. Let's check out heat generated in parallel. So in this case, it will be HP, heat in parallel, V square upon Rp into T. But how much Rp we have calculated? We have calculated Rp as R upon 2. So let's substitute that. It is HP is equal to V square upon R upon 2 into T. Let's reverse the terms. So 2 into V square upon R into T is the heat generated when the resistors are in parallel. Now let's find the ratio. To find the ratio, it is HS upon HP. Let us substitute the values which we have already got. Now let's reverse the ratios. So it is V square T upon 2R into R upon 2 V square T. So we can cancel this V square, T, T, R and R. So we are left with HS upon HP is equal to 1 upon 4. And so the ratio of heat generated in series to parallel combination is 1:4. And that's the correct option which you have to select. Alright, so not very difficult. It's an easy sum. Hope you will be able to do it. Let's go to the next sum. A battery of 9 volt is connected in series with resistors 0.2 ohm, 0.3 ohm, 0.4 ohm, 0.5 ohm and 12 ohms respectively. How much current would flow through the 12 ohm resistor? This is very important sum. Such type of sums usually they ask. So have a look at this. A 9 volt battery is connected in series with all these resistors. We have to find out how much will be the current flowing through 12 ohm resistor. Now for this, the concept which should be very clear is when the resistors are connected in series, current flowing through every resistor is the same. Alright, so whatever current is produced in the circuit, it will remain same through 0.2 ohm, 0.3 ohm, 0.4 ohm, 0.5 and 12. So how will we find out the current? For that, let's see what we have to do. This will be the combination, all the resistors connected in series across battery of 9 volt. Now the equivalent resistance of this 5 resistor is R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4 plus R5. Add all the values and what you get is 13.4 ohms. So we got the equivalent resistance of the 5 resistors connected in series as 13.4 ohms. Now the sum becomes very easy. How will you find out current then? By Ohm's law. V is equal to IR. So I is equal to V upon R. V is given to you as 19. R you have calculated as 13.4, and you can just remove the decimal point and write like this. What you get is 45 upon 67, and if you actually divide it and find till 2 decimal places or 2 decimal numbers, it is 0.67 ampere. So the total current flowing through the circuit is 0.67 ampere, and this current will flow through every resistor connected in the circuit. So we are asked for 12 ohm. So current through 12 ohm would be 0.67 ampere. If they ask, say, how much is the current flowing through 0.4 ohm or 0.5 ohm or 0.2 ohm, answer is one and the same. Because when the resistors are connected in series, current through every resistor is the same. Alright? Okay, now let's move to the next sum, and this is an interesting and good sum. Have a look at this. This is important also. Show how you would connect 3 resistors, each of resistance 6 ohm, so that the combination has a resistance of 9 ohm and 4 ohm. There are 3 resistors. Value of every resistor is 6 ohm. How will you connect them? In which combination you will connect them? So that the total resistance of the circuit will be 9 ohm and 4 ohm. So let's check out all the possibilities one by one. Let's connect all the 3 resistors in series. So series, it will be one after the other like this. If you connect them in series, 6 ohm each resistor connected in series, how much will be the total resistance of the circuit? It will be 18 ohms. So you cannot connect them in series because we want either 9 ohm or 4 ohm. So this possibility is not correct, that all the 3 resistors should be in series. Let's try out for parallel. If we connect all the 3 resistors in parallel, one below the other like this, then how much will be the total resistance of the circuit? 1 upon 6 plus 1 upon 6 plus 1 upon 6, that is 3 by 6. 3 by 6 is 1 by 2, and 1 by 2 you have to reverse the ratio. So total resistance in series combination is 2 ohm. Is this okay for us? No. 3 resistors we cannot connect in series. 3 resistors we cannot connect in parallel because it is not giving us the desired resistance which we need. So now what you have to do? You have to think to connect the resistors in combination. Now how will you do that? Suppose to get the resistance of 4 ohm, I connect 2 resistors in series, and to that series combination, if I connect one in parallel, am I getting the desired output? Let's check out. So we have connected 2 resistors in series. Now when you connect the resistors in series, its equivalent resistance will be addition of both the resistors. So 6 ohm and 6 ohm, when you connect in series, its total resistance or equivalent resistance will be 12 ohm. Now what combination we have? Now we have a 12 ohm and 6 ohm resistor connected in parallel. What is its equivalent resistance? Let's calculate that. Okay, these two are connected in parallel, isn't it? So its equivalent resistance will be 1 upon R is equal to 1 upon 12 plus 1 upon 6. Now find the LCM and find the answer. We get 1 upon R is equal to 3 by 12. So R is equal to 12 upon 3, and 12 upon 3 is 4 ohm, which is the desired output. So to get the resistance of 4 ohm, 3 resistors of 6 ohm each. How will you connect? You will connect 2 in series and 1 in parallel. Then we get the desired output as 4 ohm. Now let's check out, to get the desired output as 9 ohm, what combination is proper. Now we will try out this. 2 resistors in parallel and 1 is connected in series. So when you do so, it will look like this. 2 resistors in parallel and 1 in series. But what will be the equivalent resistance of this combination? 2 resistors 6 ohm each when you connect in parallel. Its equivalent resistance will be 1 upon 6 plus 1 upon 6, that is 2 upon 6. So it is 3 ohm. So instead of this, we will make use of one resistor whose value is 3 ohm. Now how is your circuit looking like? This 3 ohm resistor and 6 ohm are connected in series. Now in series, what will be the total resistance or equivalent resistance of these two? It will be 3 plus 6, and that is 9 ohm. So we are getting the desired output. So to get the resistance of 9 ohm from 3 resistors of 6 ohm each, how will you connect them? You will connect 2 resistors in parallel, and to that combination you connect 1 in series with the combination. So children, this is all trial and error method. How will you connect? You have to every time draw and check out the answer, and then only you can find out which combination is best. It can be 2 in series and 1 parallel to that, or 2 in parallel, 1 in series. In this case we were given only 3 resistors. They may give you 4 resistors and then find the combination. So you have to draw quickly the circuit, find its equivalent and check your answer. Alright, so next video lesson we will do some more numericals, which will be very, very important as far as your first semester examination is concerned. So in the next video lesson we will discuss the paper pattern and the type of questions which you can expect in your examination. So see you all in the next video lesson. Till then, please do not forget to revise everything from all the video lessons. Bye and take care.